this government must sit up. There is an opportunity for this government to cut almost 30 billion of wasteful expenditure.
If you can point some out to me apart from what you just said, I'll be very happy.
So 19 billion of COVID expenditure, we've still filled it up even after we left COVID.
But we're not done with COVID. They are still vaccinating.
Yeah, but we spent 2.3 billion. But our expenditure is still at COVID levels. So how come COVID levels you spend 19? Now there's no COVID, your COVID has gone down, you are spending 2.3.
But there's still COVID.
Oh, but we are spending 2.3 instead of 19. So what has happened to the over 7 billion? How come that 7 billion has still found its way into expenditures in government framework? If your family has a crisis and you go to borrow 19 billion to solve it, do you continue borrowing 19 billion when the crisis does not exist? Even when the crisis now costs 2.3, you still go and borrow 19 billion. Or that you have a crisis that made your income to drop by 11 billion. Because of that, you incurred additional costs totaling 40 billion plus the 19. Now COVID has expired. You have been able to get back not just 11 billion, but over 13 billion more. But you are still incurring the 40 billion expenditure. What kind of creature are you? What do you want to leave for your family? And it's not because your family now comes to see a new brand new house. That is so.
So you don't understand the COVID expenditure. They need to explain that.
I don't know. I don't understand how after COVID we've been able to fill up the same expenditure and we are still at expenditure levels above COVID.
I was thinking about the vaccination. They said they are yet to vaccinate 9 million people. We haven't vaccinated even 2 million.
They said the vaccines they bought was 758 million and they borrowed money to buy that vaccine. It's not even our tax money. They still went and borrowed 758 million. And they are saying that that vaccine, somehow or another, is like building a school or constructing a road. So it is sitting in our capital expenditure. Yeah. What type of... Bernard, I don't know whether...
That is interesting.
It's interesting. Read the budget. These are financial engineers. Listen, this so-called tax measures they have brought, it is nothing other than wanting Ghanaians to break their back just to find out wasteful phantom expenditures that just don't make sense. And until they are committed to right-sizing our expenditure back to the pre-COVID era and properly account for incremental expenditures that will recur, they should not come and put their hands in our pockets.